themselves for the radio broadcast.
Yeah, since I don't have a name tag, I'm Corbin Schmidt, the new assistant coach. Thanks, Dave. Thanks a lot. You just want these guys to go and then we'll...
Just introduce themselves.
I'm new at this, Matt. You gotta just walk me through here.
I'm Odegard. I'm Nick Yaremchuk.
All right, and now we will start with a opening comment from Coach Schmidt.
Thanks, Matt. I think obviously we got the result we wanted, and it was great for us as a coaching staff to watch the boys come out and compete after a few long weeks of practice, and we're obviously very excited for what's to come after seeing that.
Corbs, I got to ask the obvious, but does this kind of indicate who's going to be the starting goaltender come Friday against Air Force, or is that still a decision up in the air?
That's still up in the air. I mean, obviously we got great goaltending all around from both of them tonight, and there's obviously another goaltender in the mix as well, so you can't count anybody out at this point in the game.
Corbs, I'll welcome you to trading in your jersey for the coat and tie. It's a nice change, I'm sure. Talk a little bit about a little bit of an offensive strategy change. It seems like a little more puck handling down behind the net, down a little more cycling in the zone. Can you explain a little bit how that change has resulted into some offensive prowess tonight?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just change in personnel. We've got some younger guys who can do that, who aren't afraid to muck it up down low and have the hands and the skill set to do so. I think that's going to be, if we can get pucks deep like we were tonight and battle down there. I mean, the guys compete very, very hard. That's something we expect every night. So, if we can get pucks down there, we've got the skill to run the show, if you will.
Nick, this is for you, but 2 shorthanded goals, what does that say about the type of special teams the Nanooks may have this season, particularly penalty killing?
Yeah, I think especially penalty killing, you don't want to get cheating offensively, but if you have that opportunity, we're going to go for it, and hopefully you pop a couple shorties in. That always helps our offensive game.
Core as a defensive leader in the back end. Coach even mentioned some of the newer guys, but guys like Pareko and Atkinson getting back on the blue line. What's as a leader, how are you seeing and wanting to see these guys develop through the year?
Well, obviously they came in and they have the ability and the skill set to step in and be a dynamic player on this hockey team. So I think both of them are taking the adjustment really well. Obviously, as you can see tonight, both of them are great hockey players. They're going to add some offense to our back end, and I'm looking forward to seeing them develop throughout the year, kind of complete their game.
Corbs, what concerns are there right now about penalties? Because Dallas said that's one thing he wanted to avoid in this game, and he said he wanted to avoid penalties that that weren't necessary. It looks like in the third period there was like an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and there were 2 bench minors. So I mean, what concerns do you have right now about penalties?
Yeah, those are just things you got to work the kinks out. That's a first game penalty. It's those too many men on the ice penalties. Those are going to happen early in the season. Luckily, we have a game like this to get those out. I wouldn't expect to see those again. And one thing we talk about every day is being disciplined. So the guys know that that's what we expect out of them, and they're going to follow through.
So, Coach, taking what you learned from this exhibition game here tonight, obviously 6 goals is quite an offensive output there. But looking forward to NCAA play with the first tournament next weekend with Air Force and Canisius on the board. What do you hope to improve upon heading into next week?
They're just the small things, the details, getting pucks in, getting pucks out where we need to. Just using our heads a little bit. It tends to get sloppy in games like this when you start running the score up. But I think our focus is to kind of play the same way no matter who we're playing against. We've got a great team all the way around, anywhere you look. So I'm very, very excited for NCAA play.